My least favorite part of doing new and adventurous things are the nerves involved. There's an anticipation of the unknown there. And today we are headed out on our longest passage yet, to a part of the world we've never even seen, through a complex stretch of ocean. So understandably, all nerves are running high as we handle these last-minute preparations. Woo. I almost just knocked my phone right out of this little tiny phone. Girl pockets.
Whoa, Benny!
This is what you do.
Incredible.
Benny, let's go. The dock is metal and it gets too hot in the sun. So even though the pavement was okay to walk on, their little paws will get burned. So they get to get carried like babies right now.
We've had a great stay on the city mooring, and now all that's left for us here is to return the keycard and check out.
Take that sticker off now.
What? Oh, this one's, yeah. We just returned our keycard, so we no longer have access to the dinghy dock. So now we have committed. We're going. Time to pack up the rest of the boat. Real quick, I want to talk about this week's sponsor, which is Husk. They sent us an awesome knife. They have a bunch of different knives, but this is the one they sent us, and it is super high quality Japanese stainless steel, and it's just a really cool looking knife. I'm not really an expert on knives at all, but the curved blade is pretty epic. And the whole idea behind this knife is that it is crazy, crazy sharp. This is a knife that you kind of just take. That's pretty cool. It's just a knife that you just throw in your bag, take it with you, take it on the boat, take it camping, take it exploring, take it whatever, because it is just, it's rugged, it's tough, it has an awesome handle, it feels really good in hand. You can just kind of do whatever you need with it. Filleting a fish, I don't know, cutting cardboard, cutting your limes and your lemons, whatever you need to do, it's pretty much just up for it. And right now, it's a great time to get one either for yourself or for a gift. They're giving a 70% discount. If you use our link in the description, we'll put it in the description, 70% off and a 30-day money-back guarantee. So go check them out, and thank you to Husk for sponsoring our episode. You grab a stern line. We chose the larger, heavier outboard and dinghy, knowing it would mean extra difficulty loading and unloading. And without a doubt, this is both the most physically demanding and most likely activity to cause me injury. But with great power comes great adventurability.
Last thing before we go is that we need fuel, so we're headed there right now. I forgot to hit record, but everything went great, especially a year of not docking and piling. So we don't have very much piling dockage experience, so nice. Yeah, I'm not upset.
I've never filled this one with a pump. I've only done gas cans, so I've never had it go all the way full.
It's expensive.
Look at this one right here, the closest one.
Is that for real? Oh my gosh. Check this out, you guys. They bought 1,500 gallons for over $9 grand. Whoever was on this tank. That's actually crazy.
What? Something big just jumped in the water.
What are they doing? There's some big ones.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Nice hot water.
Yep. Engines are on, we're motoring, but this diesel is precious because the forecasts are a little bit questionable about how much wind we're gonna have. And this is going to
how
be
little wind we're gonna have.
this is going to be a long passage. So we're going to stop using up our diesel and we are going to start using up the wind because we have wind right now.
Yep, and it's free.
Hoist the main! I can do it.
That lens is dirty.
Yeah, it got splashed.
Yeah.
I'll start if you wash this. A bit tedious, but I need to clean up all of these dock lines before we can get the sails up and go sailing. Turtle. Those huskies though. Dingo doesn't like huskies. He's like not into it. But he has been bitten by 3 different huskies in his 7 years of life.
Goodbye, Key West. That's Key West. No.
It's not. That's Key West. I was like, wow, I must be disoriented.
You still have some gold roll on your shirt. Ready?
Yep.
One of the main things that we did while here in Key West, one of the most important things was going to a fish and tackle, bait and tackle shop and telling them, we want to catch fish, what do we need? And then buying everything they said to buy. Luckily, the guy was really a nice guy and didn't say, well, you need this boat and it'll need this truck to go with it. And he could have. No. We got a lot of lures, a bunch of good stuff, and hopefully that means that we can catch fish. That's our goal. One of the coolest ones we got was this guy here. Super squiddy, the massive hook. Hopefully we don't catch too big of a fish.
I hope you do.
I said not too big. Yeah, where'd those pliers go?
Okay.
Just the right amount of big. And now we're getting the fishing lines out. Potentially
You guys,
the cedar
I think
plug
we have a fish.
just caught a fish within like
oh my gosh,
30
Chloe
seconds.
has a fish! Yes! Okay, alright, let's do this.
Hand reeling in a fish. Go cedar plug.
Oh, there's definitely a fish on it.
What do you think?
I think it's a big mine.
A big moth.
I don't know.
It looks like sunset on the camera, but it's not.
That line snapped.
Can you see the fishing line on my head right now?
I didn't see that either.
Yeah, so we saw the fishing pole went like this and snap. The fishing pole had something and it no longer has anything. So we're definitely in fish territory, aren't we?
Yeah, we are.
You've got one on that one, I should check these other ones. Jade's still fighting the whale here.
I don't have enough fishing experience to even give you guys a guess at how big it is. You guys, I caught a mackerel! I caught a mackerel! I caught a mackerel! Oh, will you tether in the docks though?
Yeah.
I didn't realize they weren't tethered. Beautiful!
What is it?
I think it's an mackerel.
Ow. Oh no!
Did it get off?
Sorry.
I can't believe it got off. This is the little tuna.
The guy in the shop showed me how to do this with the metal leader. Look at that.
Beautiful.
And then I broke it off beautifully, so there's not even like a snag.
You're gonna have to hold still so it can focus.
You can't even hardly see it.
Wow, beautifully done, my love.
Thank you, thank you. It's not quite straight, but hey, for like my third one ever,
I'm proud of you.
I'm giving it an A.
Wait, show us the little.
Oh.
It's basically what the smaller version.
Yeah, I assembled this guy. He was like, yeah, you'll want some of these too. So this is just basically a smaller one. I tried to put a little hook in there.
Catch us a fish. Get us something for real.
You're really picky.
I want a mahi. Or a dolphin fish.
Oh, Jade.
Oh, we got one on the rod too?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Definitely a fish, right?
Definitely a fish.
Oh, we got another fish!
Definitely bigger than yours too.
Oh, shut up. Kyle, keep your line out.
Awesome.
There's a lot of there's a lot going on here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll help put you in.
Thank you, it helped.
Another little toonie. But we landed a fish.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to see it? Can I see it? There you go. Oh, you got him up.
Yay. Okay,
Wow, that's a long line.
Yeah.
Catching fish. That's
Not the ones we want, but we're
that's a start.
it's a huge start.
Are you guys thirsty? Drink it all?
I feel like I lost my tan here. I feel like we were super tan when we went through the Bahamas, and now we're like pale. Penny just alerted us that there is a fish. So Jade's reeling it in. The lights of Key West are just fading. I don't know if you can see
That's
that.
actually Miami.
That's Miami?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's probably not her lights in Key West. You're right.
Yeah. Maybe I'm wrong. I think that's Miami though.
You're probably right. That makes more sense. Some lightning way out there in the distance.
You might have lost the fish.
Oh no.
Fouled it.
Did it foul all of them?
Well, mine was fouled.
You say now it's a mess?
So that is a mess.
Yeah. We are slowly approaching the first of two planned crossings of the Gulf Stream on our passage. We have squalls approaching from both sides and 700 miles left to go. See you soon. All right. It's been a while, and the generator's been doing good. Really hasn't been giving us any issues. But today, it won't stay running at all. It won't even start. So, I dove back into it, and I think I found the problem. So this box, let me turn on some lights. So this electrical box right here is mounted on 4 rubber isolators, and one of those is sparking. And so I'm like, that means there's some wire touching it. So I looked and kind of had to dig through all the wires to get down to it, and it looks like there's a weird resistor right there, which I don't really understand why it's there. It's just completely exposed. So I thought, oh, that's what's touching it. I moved that. That wasn't the issue. But there is also just a positive wire right there, and I can't tell if that one is shorted because it's really tight. So I'm going to see if I can just unbolt that entire box, at least take that bolt out, or it's a nut. I'm gonna try taking that nut off, maybe take the entire box out and see if it still sparks. Because what's happening is it sparks, it trips the little circuit breaker and shuts it down, which is great. I mean, I'm glad it's doing its job. The circuit breaker is breaking the circuit. Yeah. Don't want to keep relying on that circuit breaker, especially if it is obviously shorting out. So there is a real problem. It's not just like, you know, a bad circuit breaker or something like that. So let's see what we can do. This is a little more accessible now. So let's see what's actually happening. Okay, there it is. Okay, the camera wouldn't turn on, but I got it here. I used some just some liquid electrical tape because I didn't want the heat to ruin the electrical tape, so I got it. It doesn't look as pretty on camera, but I got that right there all done. And then I actually moved it. It was originally right here, which meant I had to run all the way across and then turn around and come back. So I just moved it here to some open buses. That's just a very basic bus bar, so it doesn't really matter what position they're on. So I moved it from 1 to 10, which, so if, I mean, I guess that could become a problem later. Maybe I should find the wiring diagram and tell it that I moved it, or maybe put like a sticky note or something inside of here for in the future. If something else happens, I know where the wires are. Maybe that's a really bad idea, I don't know. But I didn't want it to rub through in the exact same place as it did last time, so I just moved it. Yeah, I mean, I guess we can see if it works right now before I mount the whole thing. Maybe. Oh, so let's see. Let's just see. I'm not gonna start it, but I am going to just click it to see, make sure nothing sparks. See if I can do this one-handed. No more sparks. All right, so now I need to see if I can get this back into position and get all of the washers and nuts back on there. That's probably going to be the hardest part of this entire thing, is getting all of the nuts back on. But here we go. Let's hope I never have to do that again. All back mounted, even got this panel back on, the little cover on top. So now I'm going to start it, let it run for a minute. If it runs, stays, everything's good, which it should, I'm gonna put these panels back on and be done with this for a little while. I wasn't filming at all, and Jade called me out on it. We were getting ready to leave, and we don't have a radio right now. We don't have a radio in the cockpit because this happened. I don't know if we're going to focus on that or not, but it completely corroded to the point that the handheld mic out in the cockpit doesn't work at all. So I am, rather than buying a new one, because this costs as much as a new radio, we'll probably get a new radio eventually, but it still works. So I am attempting to solder on a new plug onto here. I couldn't find this exact one, so I'm actually going to have to end up soldering both ends onto this end and inside the cockpit. Hopefully it works. We'll find out. Either way, we don't really have anything to lose because it didn't work before. So worst case scenario is it still doesn't work. And Jade is trying to finish up an episode.
What am I doing?
Attempting to finish an episode.
It's a valiant attempt?
Valiant.
Valid?
Okay. It's all soldered. It's not my prettiest soldering. A lot of these wires from this cable here are a little bit corroded, so the solder did not want to stick to them.
Do you use this to measure the rice into it?
Yeah. And then I used it to bring water over here for my sponge.
Oh.
I don't need it anymore though, I'm good. This is just a tragedy. So I just pulled the plug out, legitimately right here. I pulled out the back, stripped the wires back, and I don't know if you can see, we've got kind of like a brown, a purple, a gray, a blue, and a green. Well, before we had these same colors. So we had yellow, red, orange. So we have several colors on this side that are different. That's not ideal. Alright, after much continuity testing, I've come up with this. We'll see if it works. I have like 7% confidence.
I believe in you.
That was my first try. That was obviously wrong. The issue is I'm dealing with 3 different sets of wire colors. And so I ended up running a wire from here all the way to the back of the... From the back of the radio, I ran a wire all the way up to where it comes out up there to basically eliminate wire colors in between and just say, okay, this is where it starts, this is where it ends. All I care about is where they are, where that color is in relation to this pin spot. I don't care about anything else. So hopefully it worked. It didn't work. Well, that 100% didn't work.
Aw. Sorry, Henry.
That sucks.
Do you want a hug?
This is my consolation prize.
It's gonna be okay.
Thanks.
I'm really sorry. That sucks super bad.
Yeah, it does.
Do you have any thoughts on why it didn't work?
I got some wire wrong somewhere.
Okay.
Probably. I don't know.